Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to do a deep dive. It's going to be a you and them spread for you and the person that's connected strongest to your energy. We're going to start general with the overall energies for you, your person, and the situation. And then we'll get into the details. On your side, Aquarius, we get time with the number 3. And we have a secondary card here that speaks to knowledge and wisdom, Athena, the goddess Athena, the number 5. So what I'm getting for you initially here, Aquarius, is that you're in an energy of having learned certain life lessons. You're in an energy of earning wisdom through experience and through the passage of time. Okay. For your person, we get the forgiveness card here with the number 7. And we get transformation with the number 45, which reduces to a 9. This person that you're connecting to is somebody who has gone through quite a lot when it comes to love and romance and emotional stability. They've suffered quite a bit, and so they're learning to forgive the past, whatever it is that happened, and they're coming out of a space of not being able to trust people with their heart. So this complete transformation is taking place internally for your person at this time. It looks to me like the majority of the transformation has already happened before they even met you, but there is a transition here happening in their thoughts. So I'm drawn to the light around her crown. So it's one thing to forgive, it's another thing to forget, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting with these cards coming out for your person as their general energy. It's one thing to forgive, it's another to forget. So there's still some putting it into practice that this person has to do. They've definitely overcome some deep emotional turmoil, and now they're coming out of this as kind of like a remade new person, ready to be healthy, ready to be open to being vulnerable. But then there are these lingering thoughts or patterns of thinking. There's these lingering worries that they have to continuously deal with because what happened really did impact their experience here. And so just a sense of that, of understanding. And then you keep getting knowledge, time, and then wisdom now for the middle card here between the relationship. So between you and this person, the energy of the relationship is that of wisdom with the number 35, which reduces to an 8. Abundance, continuity, wisdom, love, generosity with the number 4. So there's a big opportunity here for each of you to tap into your creative spark with one another as a team, coming together to forge a path forward that is well-informed, that is understanding, that is conscious of the needs of the other. There's a lot of positivity here. There's a lot of divine support for this connection as well. And we have another number 8, so that also represents abundance. That represents love, that represents eternity. It represents continuity. And with the number 4 here as well, and double 7s, and the 9, it's a transition here toward wish fulfillment, towards dreams coming to life, towards being able to live the dream finally, okay? Reaching that point where things coalesce and come together and the changes are put into effect. So like you've practiced, you've thought through things, you've learned the lessons, and now it's time to apply them. That's kind of where we're at here between you and this person. So pretty beautiful energy to start off. Okay, let's see what else comes out. We're going to keep getting a little bit more detailed as we go through the layers of this reading. You're going to be on the left. Your person will be on the right. Okay, so first card out, again, a number 5 for you is the here and now card. So Aquarius, you may be struggling with the present. You may be struggling with your perception of time. You may be getting caught in either revisiting the past or trying to fast forward and project and predict into the future of this connection. And you're being cautioned here to really try to stay grounded in the now when it comes to this connection. It's very important for you at this time to focus on where you currently are, how you currently feel, what is currently truly going on, because your perceptions are being tainted either by your fears of the past or your fears of the future or your expectations or projections into the future or from the past into your present. So there's a distortion happening on your side with regards to this connection. It is disturbing your peace. You get 555. There's a lot of change, a lot of tumultuous energy surrounding you. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are feeling quite anxious about this connection at this time. And yet at the bottom we have everything's all right with the milk and honey card. If you really sit back and stay grounded in the moment, there's nothing wrong. The only things that you perceive to be wrong are imagined because of not being present in this moment. Okay, so I do get here that it's quite important for you to call yourself back into the present moment and to realize and appreciate that every single time that you sit with the present moment, you're feeling at peace, you're feeling enjoyment, you're feeling even blessed at the bottom here with the number 22. So there's a sense of stability, there's a sense of peace, and some of you are just overthinking something. So I'm picking that up for your side, Aquarius. You guys are definitely overthinking something and creating some kind of mental mess for yourself that you're having to now deal with. Let's see what's going on for your person. Okay. Your person is working really hard at something. They're working to change something about their approach or about the way that they lead their life. We get go the distance for your person, number 47. And we get a leg up with the number 34. I sense that this person appreciates that you and them would make a pretty good team together. I think they see you as a supportive partner or potential future partner. They definitely see that this could be something long-term, what you guys have going on, what you're exploring together romantically. I think they see you as a potential long-term partner that they would be eventually willing to lead a life with, travel through life, journey through their life with together. This is somebody who would want to collaborate with you and help you when you need help, and who likewise sees you as somebody who enjoys helping them when they need help. Okay, at the bottom we have the yang energy. This person may be quite passionate, may be quite authoritative, dominant. They like to take charge of situations. They like to feel that they're in control. They might be a bit dominant. They definitely like to take the lead. And then here we have loyal heart. This is also somebody who is typically monogamous or prefers to be monogamous with one single partner or person that they can trust. But it does take this person some time to feel that they can put you in that place, because they're so loyal that once they're bonded with somebody, it's not easy for them to let that go. And so they take a long time to initiate, changes when it comes to their love life. We have the number 12 here, which reduces through 3. For you, I feel there's a sense of impatience because you also got the number 3 in the time card. I feel like there's a sense of impatience or a lack of putting thoughts into practice, like not having enough experience with applying some kind of change on your side. On their person's side, a change in the wind. So it just feels like there's a change happening for both of you with regards to this connection. Both of you can feel it, and it's affecting you in different ways. You're feeling overwhelmed. Some of you may be shutting down, or maybe feeling like isolating, taking time alone to think, or you may be feeling a little bit shut out by the other person. Meanwhile, this other person that you're dealing with here, they're feeling like the change is happening quicker than they're ready for. Let me get one more. Get one more on change in the wind. Yeah, okay, so they do see these changes as happy and exciting, but it's almost like it also throws them a little bit off balance, or a little bit off course, or like the speed at which the changes are happening is overwhelming in a way emotionally, and is making them almost have a sense of like, wow, that happened so fast, it's almost too good to be true. It's almost like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. So they see this as a very wonderful opportunity to proceed forward with you and get to know you, but they're also a little bit hesitant because they feel like this is dropped into their lap out of nowhere, and like it's a little bit too good to be true, and they've experienced situations in the past where they've thought things were going to work out with someone and then they were sorely disappointed. So I think there's some form of hesitation here, some resistance that's coming through on both your side and their side, and yours is more fear-based. I'm feeling here, Aquarius, like overthinking, coming from like doubt, self-doubt, or not feeling ready, not feeling prepared enough to receive this connection into your life, or not feeling sure-footed about how to respond to the hesitation or whatever freak out that this person may be having. And it's important for you to kind of let go of control issues, or needing to know what the narrative is exactly, or needing to know exactly what they're thinking or feeling at all times. It's important for you to trust that you're being led and that you're flowing with the tides of the universal forces around you at all times. And so there's no need for you to try to take those reins or try to predict where you're heading if you're in the flow of things, right? And I think some of those thoughts about where is this going, is it this or that, do they like me, do they don't, are they serious, are they not, whatever those little doubts that you're planting in your own mind or trying to analyze or overthink about, they're actually distracting you and detracting you from being in the flow of this connection. And as we can see on your person's side, if you were to just be in the flow of this connection, you would feel like a little bit more like this person here, where you feel like everything's moving, magnetizing into this very positive, happy outcome so fast that it's hard to believe, like almost like feeling so lucky, like you found the end of the rainbow, like you finally achieved the plot at the end of the rainbow, and it just plopped. You weren't even looking for it, it just plopped right into your lap. Okay, so now we're going to look at some of the darker aspects of this connection. Let's see if anything comes out for you first. Ooh, yes, we have, yeah, a reminder. There's a reminder here for you, Aquarius, with the number 28. Sometimes you feel reminded that good things end, and you feel responsible, like your choices led to those endings. And you feel like you were not necessarily seen, valued, appreciated. So this is coming from past energy, past connections. This is how you're entering this situation that's triggering you. When you're overthinking about the past or overanalyzing the future, the core, the seed of those thoughts is coming from a sense that you feel responsible, that the choices you made in your past connections led to the endings that you had to endure. in connections where you felt highly emotionally invested, and they're hard to get over, they're hard to forget. You have that knowledge ingrained inside of you of what happened, how things went down, how you contributed, how the other person reacted, how things could have been different. All these things you've thought through. Okay, and now you're finally meeting someone again where you finally feel excited to love again, where you finally feel very connected, and like this is an amazing moment to move forward and really craft that desired connection that you can now generously give to, that you can now openly love within. So you're open and ready for a new partnership here that can be quite beautiful because of all the healing and all the wisdom that you've gathered over time. It's definitely been a very long journey for you when it comes to love and romance. And for your person, there seems to be some kind of intricate complication, let's call it. Yeah. There's some kind of intricate complication that they're dealing with. What is this about? The Warrior with the number 2 and the 11 also reduces to a 2. This person has a complicated mindset when it comes to achieving balance in their life. There's a very complex set of mental wiring inside of this person's head. And then we get 10 with love. There's some difficulty in this person's understanding of how to express and receive love in their life, especially romantic love. This person gets very confused or is just unable to tap into their emotional cues or those of their partner. This is something that they were taught as a child, like emotional processing was not something that was allowed, or like it was almost looked down upon during their childhood. So this is somebody who unfortunately had to emotionally repress a lot of how they were feeling a lot of the time. And it had a lot of negative impacts on this person's life, and it still creates this sense of, having to follow certain rules, having to avoid certain outbursts, having to avoid really expressing how they're feeling truly. And they tend to push down their emotions to the point where they're disconnected from them at times, or even unaware of them at times. And so this is something, like I said, your person has been transforming. They have done a lot of inner work, and they have actually even forgiven what happened in the past, what led to a lot of the demise that they went through. But they're now still struggling to apply all the learning that they gathered. Okay, so I think this person has realized that it is important to be emotionally vulnerable and open, that it is safe to be so, and that they just need to be a little bit more expressive about how they feel. But then when it comes to putting that into practice, they may struggle to do so because they can't even tap into what they're feeling. It's almost like they're trying to think through their emotions, which is highly impossible. You can't intellectualize your emotions. You can try to rationalize things, but then yeah, there's a lot of water energy here on this person's side. They got loyal heart, they got love, they got the Warrior, and they got the High Priestess of water. So all of this to me indicates a lot of passion, a lot of depth of emotion, a lot of caring. This is a very highly caring, compassionate person. And yet they can't express that in words or even sometimes in actions because of how much they've learned to automatically mask and repress their emotions. So let's take a look at how they're viewing you. How does this person view Aquarius? We get the Fish. Ooh. I don't know why this fell on their side, but we get the Camel. the fox, the otter, and the swan. Interesting. The dolphin was at the bottom as well. Okay, that might be what was trying to come out, and that's why these other ones flipped. We're going to take these back. If they were meant to come out, they'll come out again. So far this person sees you as the fish and as the dolphin. You are coming off to this person by their perceptions as somebody highly joyful, positive, somebody who is quite emotional, and with the horse energy, somebody also who's very grounded and reliable, and then fierce with panther energy as the background energy. They see you as a powerful, reliable, loving, caring, compassionate, fun, and joyful person who also has a little bit of an edge and a fierce side to your personality. So hopefully, if that resonates with you, they understand your personality quite well. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know if that sounds like it resonated. I do think here that this person enjoys your energy quite a lot. They feel like when you're together, things are always light, fun, enjoyable, and they're also quite a bit curious about your little dark side personality. They have a sense that you might, like have a feisty or like provocative side to your personality that they haven't quite seen in person, but they've heard about or they've assumed is there based on interactions with you in the past. So how do you see your person? First card out is the frog. Lots of water between you and this person. Okay, next card out is the Phoenix. Wow, the Phoenix rising. You recognize in this person that they have gone through a lot of transformation, a large amount of transformation in their life, that they've overcome some obstacle that you see as almost insurmountable, and they've come back from it stronger than ever. And I think you admire that about this person. You admire that they've been all the way from the very bottom, and to you, they're in this impressive place now, all the way at the top of whatever ladder they were trying to climb. And at the very bottom, we have the dragonfly energy, which is very beautiful energy. It's the energy of air. It connects both of you. The dragonfly is an animal. Oh, and the butterfly right beneath that. So lots of like magical, transformative energy with a lot of room for growth, for movement, for maneuvering. Let's see what else came out for your person here with these additional cards. We got the ant, the fire ant energy. So you see this person as very hardworking. You also see this person as somebody who easily gets attention from other people, or maybe in the public eye, or may just have a lot of interactions. Maybe they're an extrovert, or maybe their job requires them to be around lots of people. But there's a sense here that you think this person is quite hardworking and that they're very connected to many other people in some aspect of their life. So maybe they have a large family, maybe they have a lot of friends, maybe they're very outgoing, or maybe they're in the public eye quite often, and so they just can't get out of that limelight. And then you see raccoon energy here for your person. You also see them as somebody who is building something for themselves, who is focused on stability, who is reliable, who is very hardworking, who is very consistent in their work. Okay, for the frog, this can represent clearing, cleansing, and healing energy. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. So the frog spends a lot of its time in the water, and it talks about healing, being able to heal, being able to grow, and being able to practice self-care. The raccoon energy talks about talent, somebody who's talented, and it also has these dark aspects to it where it talks about the hidden parts of somebody's personality, and it indicates talent, tenacity, skillfulness in a particular area. It can also point to unresolved issues around self-image and success. So this is somebody who may feel like they have to achieve something in order to feel successful. Like they may have some goalposts that they're really trying hard to meet, to prove something to themselves about themselves and their ability to feel validated. Like maybe they don't believe I am successful, and so they must achieve a certain goal before they can say that about themselves, before they can agree that they are successful as a person. And so they're trying to chase something here when it comes to what they're trying to accomplish in their life or in their career. Okay, there's something here about kind of hiding this too, like the need for them to, how important it is for them to succeed at a specific thing is being hidden, maybe from you, maybe from the world, because it's kind of personal and it's linked to an insecurity of some kind. It makes them feel a bit vulnerable. So it's almost like a sense of feeling overwhelmed or feeling like things are a bit out of control or out of your hands. So this person is stuck as well on some particular aspect of their life. They're stuck on something. This is somebody who may be normally very disciplined, but when they get overwhelmed, they tend to lash out, or they tend to, maybe get a little bit angry. And when that happens, they need alone time. Because they're around so many people, or they're having to please so many people, or they're having to meet so many large expectations or deadlines or whatever that is, whenever they are feeling in the limelight for too long, they feel like they need to recharge by being alone, by hiding in this raccoon energy, by staying in the dark. Okay, so there's something here about this person really struggling to balance their alone time and their time around others. So let's see how they truly feel about you. We're going to see how they truly feel about you, Aquarius, and what they want to do next with regards to this connection. First card out is the High Priestess. Next card out is the Ten of Swords with Everything is Fine. We also have the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles and the Hangman. How they feel about you. They feel that you are probably somebody like in some kind of professional or corporate job, somebody who is almost like unattainable, or feels like somebody who would be usually out of their league. They also feel like you haven't quite made up your mind about whether you're into this person or not. They don't feel secure about how you feel about them romantically. So they think you're still kind of evaluating and debating whether or not they're worthy of you romantically. Something like this. They keep thinking that things between you and them are going to end at any moment. And they see you as a very challenging person to win over. They honestly feel like the odds are more in the favor of this connection ending than they are in the favor of you ultimately deciding to invest in this connection for the long term. So they're actually doubting how much you would be invested in this connection, given that you seem like somebody that's completely out of their league in their eyes. Tell me more. Okay, Seven of Wands, and this came out sideways. Sometimes they feel like it's possible that if they made certain efforts towards you or towards this connection, that these challenges could be overcome. So Queen of Swords energy here. Sometimes they don't see you so much as somebody out of reach. There's something that you do or something that you say or the way that you think that kind of makes them feel like you're a little bit more down to earth than that pedestal that they have placed you on inside their head. It's a perception they have of you that you're completely out of their league, unattainable, unreachable, that they're crazy to even consider that this might work. This is like a very strong feeling about you that they're having. It's how they truly feel about you. Ten of Wands, they feel like there's a lot of work to be done to even consider this connection working out. What is the work here? Six of Swords. They would have to see a lot of improvement in something for them to believe that this could really work out. Okay, tell me more about that. Temperance. They just need time. They would need a lot of time to pass in order for them to keep observing you, getting to know you, spending time with you. It's almost like they're having a hard time believing that they'll be able to keep your attention, that the bond will be strong enough to keep you guys together before you lose complete interest. Yeah, they think you're going to lose interest in them, essentially. So what could fix this is just allowing time to pass. They fear getting emotionally invested or attached with you. They fear this a lot because they see you as like almost like a dream come true kind of partner, like somebody that they'd ideally like to end up with or be with, but they don't want to put forward that cup, make that offer, because they feel like it's going to go away at any moment. Like at any moment, the other shoe's going to drop. That's what I keep feeling from your person here. So how they truly feel about you is that they want to keep you at a bit of a distance, if at all possible. And for some of you, they want to keep things almost like at arm's length, like at a friendship or coworker level. But they can't help at times getting very passionate when it comes to you. And so they may have tried to cut things off, push you away, or diminish what they feel about you or how much they like you, how much they want this connection to work, because they're so scared of, like, they're almost convinced, they've almost convinced themselves inside their head that the minute they tell you, Eight of Wands, the minute they actually communicate to you that they're interested in a commitment, they're going to be hit with the, oh, well, you know, this isn't really what I was hoping for, or like, okay, well, we had our fun, but now it's time for us to kind of go our separate ways and put a pause to this. So yeah, there's some sense here of them. How do they truly feel about you? They truly feel like you are unattainable, or like even if you're making it feel like things are attainable at this time, that will go away very soon. And so they're not believing that this can truly work for the long term because for some reason they see you as just completely out of their league. Tell me more. Let's get some confessions here. Okay. We have breakup. This person definitely expects that if something were to happen, if they were to allow themselves to truly open up to this connection and expect that it'll work, they're going to be quickly disappointed. And then we get secrets. So someone isn't telling the whole truth. Let's see if anything else comes out about secrets. Okay, secrets. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. Yeah, it's just what I was saying. This is confirmation, if anything, for me, that your person with this raccoon energy here is just trying to hide certain things about their expectations from this connection. They're trying to keep you, if you felt like they keep you at arm's length, or they try to create distance from time to time, just as things are getting good, just as you feel you're getting somewhere with this person, they pull away, or they create some space, or they do something that they know that irks you, because they're just almost sabotaging the connection, or like trying to leave it at this like arm's length space where they don't feel like they have to be super vulnerable. Because the minute they feel like they're getting too vulnerable, they're scared that it will just break, break apart. And so they're hoping that they can let you take the lead in being vulnerable first. They want to watch and observe from a distance and make sure that they feel safe to be vulnerable by observing you be vulnerable. But what they're not realizing is that they're creating a situation that's making it very hard for you to be vulnerable and invest, because you also have your own wounds. You also have had to heal, and you're also coming into this with some sense of like fear that this may not work out, that your time may be wasted, that you may not do or say or feel the right things at the right moments to make this work. And so I get that you guys are kind of like at this impasse where you're both triggered and wounded from past relationships or experiences in love, and you're bringing all of that baggage almost into this new connection in different ways. But yeah, this person's being scared to open up and be vulnerable, and I think, here we go, I am distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Yeah, and then you're on your end overthinking, trying to fix things, trying to control outcomes, trying to project into the future. Well, if they did this, that means that. Well, if they haven't called me by this time, that means they don't care. Well, if they make excuses to go see me, then maybe they're seeing other people. So like you're creating scenarios, you're analyzing, you're projecting, and then they're doing everything they can to try to distract themselves from thinking about you or feeling like they're truly invested in this connection. So they're telling themselves that they're not invested. They're telling themselves they're not, they're just entertaining this in the meantime because they know it's not truly going to work out, but they want to enjoy it for now because it's a really good opportunity to spend time with you, get to know you, enjoy your energy. But they're preparing themselves for the ending of something that hasn't even quite begun. Yeah, it's like this person has been crafting their escape plan ever since they met you. They don't trust that you care about them. Then we get blind spot here. You feel like there's something you're not understanding about this person, some aspect about them that you're not seeing. You feel like there's something missing, some missing information. So you're almost like in detective mode. Okay, I have been working on myself. So yeah, both of you have done a lot of work. Both of you have really grown over time. You've really realized what faults you had in past connections. This person may have struggled a lot with their ego in the past. Or this could be you, that, maybe there's a lot of pride and a lot of, walking away very quickly at the first signs of somebody making a mistake or having a flaw. And I think you've both learned that we're all human, we are all flawed, we all have issues, we all have growing pains and traumas that we deal with from our very young age. And so maybe there's certain things this person just doesn't feel comfortable saying to you. They're definitely keeping something up, something to themselves that they're not willing to share yet, at least with you. And that could just be their escape plan. Like they don't have high hopes for this lasting a long time, even if they wanted to. Okay. The bottom we had, I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do to fix it. This person's being triggered by their own vulnerability. They're understanding, like they're coming to realize that they do have feelings for you. And this is really scaring this person and turning them off, Aquarius. So they're needing time alone. Basically, they're creating space because they don't even know how to put this into words. They don't even know what they would say. And in fact, they'd be embarrassed to even bring it up. And I don't know that it's fully consciously understood but it's certainly them attempting to reclaim control over their emotions and feeling like they're getting derailed. Okay, so for the outcome of this connection, we get opportunity beckons with the number 4. There's still a chance that this could work out between you and this person. Both of you have to listen to your intuition very carefully. Both of you have to be open to receive, open to go into the divine flow of abundance. Okay, believing is succeeding, not the other way around. And awaiting results, win or lose. Okay, some sense here of being in it, not, you know how they say being in it to win it? This is the opposite. Spirit is saying to take the lead in believing that this will succeed so that the opportunities will follow. Okay, take the lead in believing that this will succeed, and then the opportunities will follow, and all you have to do is listen and go with the flow. Okay, instead of considering where it's headed already, making an assumption or a prediction or projection from a place of fear or catastrophizing, or just, oh, I'm adding up the facts, intellectualizing, catastrophizing, whatever it is that you're doing in the overthinking department. Spirit is saying just stop. This does have a really good opportunity of working out between you. But both of you have to just be in the divine flow, have to listen to your hearts, listen to source energy, open up your third eye, open up your crown chakra, and especially communicate with one another with the throat chakra. Exercise with sounds. I heard exercise with music, exercise with sounds, and certain resonant frequencies, 527 or 725, something like this. Maybe 724. Those might be hertz. There's specific frequencies coming through that will help unblock some of this. You're meant to take the lead. You're meant to release fears. You're meant to really go for what you want. Like, just decide what you want and believe that it's possible. And then the universe will happily deliver opportunities for you guys both to nurture your inner child, for you guys both to get to that crossroads and overcome the challenges that you're going to be faced with. Okay, there's a lot of challenging times ahead because unfortunately you're both wounded. They got the wounded warrior originally. Okay, so there's a lot of growth to be had, but there's a lot of opportunity here between you and this person. If you're both up for the challenge, it is going to be quite a bit of a journey. But look at how many 4s you've gotten. Joy and stability. You got 4 from multiple decks here. You see? We have joy and stability. Opportunity beckons. We have generosity with Oshun. Okay, Goddess Oshun coming through as well. And I think we even had one other, number 4. I am not finding it right now, but I know you had another one originally. So yeah, we'll leave it there, Aquarius, but I do think this, oh, here we go. Literally the next one. Yeah, it's incredible. 4444. Okay, so if you're into numerology or angel numbers, that might be a number that's been with you for some time, or that will be with you over the next few weeks. You're being called to really focus on what makes you feel secure, stable in the now, in the here and now. And you're being called on to try to stay in the divine flow and to try to stay in the present so that you can build a stable foundation from which to move into the future, and so that you can ground the lessons of the past into the now moment. All right, that is all that I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. If the video resonated, please drop a like, because that truly helps out my channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.